Hopping is going to be trickier in 9. But we'll give it a go. Thank you for the koala love and the platypus hugs, Orbiter. I'm going to give it a try. Don't know if we're going to win. I am standing around without my hands on the keyboard and mouse, so we're dead already. That's cool. Oh dear. Start trap, great start. Weird how Harbinger of Hatred's like dungeonish thing is so much longer than most of the other bosses. Where you get to, you know, him. Hey, E-Pig, are you playing soccer? You burning up the soccer? It looks like a soccer ball, like, being thrown by fire.
Who can stand against you? With
I don't...
me at your side.
Probably the Harbinger of Hatred, hey. Here we go. This is where we start to be in trouble. These things hurt. We can't seem to do much against them. Okay, we need the globes. Grab a globe and we throw it at the thing. Grab a globe, throw it at the thing. Grab a globe, throw it at a thing. Grab a globe, throw it at a thing. Grab a globe, throw it at a thing. And I'm nearly dead. Cool. I need more globes. Throw it at a thing. That one doesn't work. Grab a globe. Oops, I threw that one wrong. Oh my god. Keeps giving me more globes. He's like, no, you're doing it wrong. Now I'm allowed to throw it at the thing? Oh my god. That took a very long time to get right. Oh my god, do I gotta throw more balls at things? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I have no potions left. I have no patience left. I'm dead. Wow, this is fun. What a great game. I don't know what to do, Irons. I'm not really in a great mood about D4 at the moment. I'm actually not feeling very enticed to play. And it sounds bad because I'm playing it right now, but like... I'm not feeling it. Actually, I'm not enjoying... Look, this bullshit. I only used 3 of my potions before we've even started. I'm not enjoying war plans. And apparently, everybody else loves them, so it must be a me problem. Here, the only reason I'm fighting this guy is because it's in my war plan, right? I literally cannot progress any further without killing this guy. Nobody loves them? Well, I feel like everyone's been raving about everything, and I feel very... And hello, Billabone. And I felt very like I must be doing things wrong. Sure is coming. I guess, yeah, the other part of it is that... I don't know. I hate that I'm doing this fight now that I don't want to do, and I'm about to die again. Free the lion. Okay, grab one of these. Throw it that way. Grab one of these. Throw it that way. Oh, it's yours here. Oh my god, this thing might die. I threw it the wrong way. Throw it that way. As if I... Oh my god, apparently I didn't get them. I need the more things. Yay, Azure killed it for me. I strongly recommend turning two down for layer bosses if your car is not super OP. Yeah, I'm frustrated by all of that, right? Like, I expect to have a challenging fight, but I hate it being impossible if I can do other stuff at Torment, whatever it's called, Inferno, Torment 9. Why can't I fight a boss at Torment 9? I'm not expecting it to be easy, but to just be wiped is really annoying. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be streaming, but I hadn't streamed since last weekend. And I thought I should stream, but I'm not enjoying D4. So maybe next time, maybe tomorrow I'll stream Immortal or something. Because when I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, do I actually really want to play? No. Oh dear. Oh, I had these things to open from something. I don't even, like, I get all these crafting mats, and I know they're used in the cube, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so I just basically ignore them. Just go for it. Well, yeah, I would have more fun in Immortal. Hey, Ishur, do you want to play Immortal? I've jumped on D4 and all I'm doing is whining about it because that's how I feel about D4 right now. So let's do some dungeons or something in like the Immortal style dungeons. D4 stream's going away. I'm gonna have to change all my things to say I'm in a different game. It'll take me a couple minutes to switch over, but let's do it because yeah, I've come on T4 and I'm not having fun. I've only done one thing towards my war plan, which I don't like war plans. Look at how to change this in the other platform. The stream info, yeah. Oh, are you coming through on stream? Let me check. Can you say something for me, Azure? No, you are not. Okay, cool. Edit. No, that's end stream, not edit stream. Where's the edit stream bit? Oh, I think I need to make this full screen. Edit. Title. Blah. Blah. And then I need to change it from D4 to... Okay, now I actually need to get on. Now I need to get on Immortal, but I think I changed the stream to say I'm going to be playing Immortal. Yeah, game moved away from you to farm your gear to you can farm your gear, but it's basically mostly crafting your gear. And yeah, I don't know. But they also just like, they're like, hey, we added a loot filter, but we also just put so much ridiculous amount of loot that you have to use a loot filter. Right? Like, it's like, we just made this thing required. Yeah. I'm struggling with D4. Let's play some Immortal. Okay, I'm on Immortal. Cool. I feel better already. That's ridiculous, but it's true. Hey, have you done any of this Trial of True Evil stuff, Azure? There's like these bosses we have to defeat. I haven't done any of it. Like, I haven't defeated Diablo hard, Ifil hard, Vitath hard, Saradin hard. Could we do that? Oh, sorry. Okay, let's do it. How do I get there? Find to speak Diablo on hard. I go to the... Oh, from the event? Sure. So I go Trial of True Evils. No. Yeah, here. And I go Diablo and I go challenge. Yeah? Should I ask in clan if anyone else wants to join? Maybe I should. You can switch to the monk. You can switch to the monk. Can we hear Azure? No. Should I? Azure, do you want them to hear you? Azure is happy to be heard. Okay, so I will change the Discord settings so you can hear Azure. I might move us into the stream channel then so that nobody else can come in and yell something or something. I'm going to move us into the stream channel and then I'll turn it on so you can hear Azure. Azure, can you speak for a sec?
I certainly can. Hi,
so you can just hear Azure now, but it's on the same... If I want it on that channel, it'll be fine. This means that if I did want to cut you out later, I can't. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Evident Pig likes Azure's calming voice.
That's very sweet.
Maybe I might just turn you up a bit here for me because you are on the quiet side.
Okay. Yep.
Then that'll turn you up a bit for them as well. He's still going to be quieter than me, but he should now be slightly louder than the music.
That's good. I don't want to steal the show.
He doesn't want to steal the show, guys. Nice contrast. Wow, Bullivern. He's saying I'm like the stressful voice, which is probably true, especially when I was whining about D4. Okay, so I need to get as this monk into party. Nobody else has said anything in plan chat, so we're just going to do it. I was just going to put myself onto a PvE build. I assume I should be on a PvE build. Apparently that's a Paragon. I've been meaning to do this event, but I just haven't managed it. So thank you for joining me.
Cool.
Okay,
No,
events.
I need it.
We go trial, then do Diablo, challenge, enter. Yeah, we get to have Irons' voice in Discord as well in like wars and stuff. My thing's just got a thing saying Diablo on the screen. Total bug. Oh, it might have gone away now. No, it's back. How annoying. I've got a bugged out screen.
I'm down to a single monitor, so I'm sort of only looking at my screen.
That's fine. Oh, it's gone away again now, thankfully. Epic says he can't do Immortal, sorry.
You might catch the bug.
Yeah. I think I need to press L. There we go. That was the correct thing to press. Oh. No, we're not there yet. There we go. How do I get him out of that thing if it's not with L?
There's no way I'm aware of.
Okay. So he's meant to still be in it, even though we've done the L thing about to be 3 times. Okay.
That's my guess.
L. Okay, now we're at. Needs 3 lots of Elduin to get him out. That's fine. We can deal with that. Your voice does sound different to you than others. It does. So in general, most people hate listening to themselves because of that. Like how my voice sounds in my head and how if I have to listen to myself recorded back, they do sound different. And it also makes it really hard if you play something recorded back and then you want to like re-imitate what you did. It's really hard, in my opinion. Because, yeah. L. Alright. Must need to do one more of them. 3 times it seems to be. 3 Eldruins to get Diablo out and attackable. Okay, L. Yes, it works. The system works.
Yay.
Oh, I should have probably put my blessings on. Oh well, before the next one. Boulevard loves his voice. And even the way I truly sound. Boulevard loves his voice, and even the way I truly sound. Always envy others being able to listen to me speaking and hearing it in its true form. That is amazing. I should put this blessing on. Okay. Events. Click. Yay. Okay. So we've done it. Oh, this hard nightmare. Oh, wow. Okay. I've got a lot to go. I'm just going to go through all of them at hard first, and then we'll come back and do the next part. We're going to do Ifeo or something. Challenge. Enter. Hey, Zalek, how you doing? Something. No, that was just my Been a long time since I've done FA. It was this one of the raid bosses at one point? Okay.
It was.
I'm doing alright. I'm feeling better now I'm on Immortal. That sounds really bad, but it's true. Oh yes, I remember this raid boss now, going between the forms. Now he's gonna get on its back. Or something, or it's gonna be eaten. I thought it acts like it's on its back, but maybe not. Apparently I'm sick of D4. I was not even wanting to stream tonight, but I'm like, no, I better do it. I think there was a week, some night last week that I didn't because I didn't want to. Wait, is that one over? That one was a lot easier than Diablo.
Yeah, nice and quick.
Okay. yeah, I'm now better than 10 minutes ago. So I was playing Immortal up until 10, and I'm like, oh, I should really go on D4 and stream. And I didn't last long. I got on D4, I whined about D4, and now we're here. Okay, let's see what's next. Event. I'm just going to do them all in half. So we got the Tarth, who's also very early Heliquary boss. And Saradin, who I don't remember the name of, but probably also a Heliquary boss based on that. If I could click in the right place, it would be amazing. The Tarth, right? Yep. Challenge. Hard. Enter. Have you done all these on Nightmare as well on your main?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least the first 3.
Because this one was early in the game. I remember this boss very well because we just did it so much.
Mm-hmm.
What am I not liking about D4? Well, I don't like war plans. They make me feel I have to do very specific content. And it's like, oh yeah, you've got a choice, but it's like once you've picked like the first 1 or 2 things, you're basically on a path and your choice is between one of X, either one of 1 or 1 of 2 things or something most of the time. I'm not enjoying it. And I feel like I need to do whatever those things are rather than ignore war plans. So that would be, I guess, number 1. And then I do feel, I don't know, maybe it's that I'm not loving my Warlock. I'm not sure. But yeah, I certainly am finding, like then I was just having to do one of the bosses. And it's just a slog. And I'm on Inf 9, and I can do Inf 9 open world, but yeah, that boss was real hard. Just makes it frustrating, I guess. I do want to say, Boulevard, I haven't read all of your message, but on that Warlock, I've been playing a build from a build guide. Right? I have been following a build guide for that thing. I have been playing supposedly a meta build. Obviously, I'm not good enough at said meta build yet. But I literally picked a guide that a couple of weeks ago, I asked Ray to give me some builds that were good on Warlock because I was struggling making my own build. Like, I was crap at Warlock on my own build. Let's be real. I was absolute crap on Warlock on my own build. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to, like, not play my own way and go look at something. And Ray sent me 3. And so of them, I looked at them and picked the one that sounded best to me, which was the one with chains. But I was still shit. Well, I am still shit, I feel like. And yeah, I'm basically having to get people to carry me. Yeah, maybe I need to play in the first 2 weeks of season, but I just don't have the time. No, you're not sounding like a doucheball event. I get what you're saying. It's just, yeah. I'm not able to play D4 the way I want to, I guess. And I am playing a meta build. That Warlock is on a meta build. I do want to clarify. I tried to stick to my own build for quite some time. True. But then I gave up and went to a meta build. And I still feel like crap. Okay. So, let's play some Immortal. Okay, next one, right? Next boss. Let's go. Events, this one we're gonna do. Oh, I just want to keep collecting this stuff. We're gonna do Saradin. Now I don't remember. Oh, is this the lightning guy? This is, yeah, okay, I know this guy. If we have opposite charges, we need to run away from each other.
Okay.
If we have the same charge, we can be friends.
Good to know. Oh, sorry, I hit the space. I didn't mean to stop the cutscene.
Okay, morning, Diance. How you doing? I swear I got that wrong, and at some point you told me how to pronounce your name, and I got it wrong or something. Epic, I think you like D4 if it was fun. D3, I'm sure D3 is fun, but again, I have the red charge. I don't know what you had, but we killed it in time.
Couldn't say it.
I'm sure D3 is fun, but the issue I have with D3 when I go back to it is not that it's not fun, it's that it's obviously more fun with people. That's how I play it, and a lot of the people that I used to play with have moved on. Thankfully, it's got community, so I'm sure I could find new people to play with, but I've got lots of people to play with right here on Diablo Immortal. So I've been having fun in Diablo Immortal. Okay, so I've done all of the hard ones, so now I've got to go through and do all the nightmare ones. Are we ready for nightmare, Azure?
Yes. Okay.
Somebody's requested to join. Blue Monk, let's go.
Cool.
I hope he needs the nightmare ones, because that's what we're doing. Okay. I think Ray earlier said he'd been doing this one. I doubt this nightmare version is easy, so we'll see how we go.
I did it on
Of the
main.
bosses, Diablo is definitely hardest because of all these phases.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I've got the Eldruin on L, and it's like the other side of my keyboard from where my hand is. So like when we get there, it's like I have to like stop everything to go press the damn button.
I'm just not pressing it because it's you.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I think Blue Monk just pressed it down, and Blue Monk just beat me to it, but that's okay. I think I beat Blue Monk that time, or at least we hit it at the same time.
I'm not even trying.
That's fine. You keep not trying. I must say I hate that I still have more fun in D3 just running GR after GR. Well, yeah. Why? Can someone explain to me why are GRs so much more fun than pits? I feel like it's still because of that familiarity factor, right? You've got the mob types and the maps that kind of, you know, have some familiarity behind them. I know pits suck, but I'm like, apart from just changing pits into GRs, which means they need to have something recognizable. Why do pits suck so bad? Don't need explanation. See, I wasn't even paying attention then, so I'm glad Blue Monk hit it, because apparently I was looking at chat instead of when the Eldruin was ready. I will try and look at the Eldruin for this next one and see if I can beat Blue Monk. Oh, I thought it was ready and I hit it too early. There's no strategy. Aha. There we go. There's no strategy in a pit. I mean, how can there be strategy if it all looks the same? To me, it all looks the same. I think Blue Monk beat me to that one. Hey, cool. That is one nightmare boss down. This is aptly named in D4. Agreed. Okay, Trail of True Evils. Task. Claim. Claim. Now we're going to do... Wait, which one was next? If fail in Nightmare. Ooh. What I already... Oh, well, whatever. If fail. Challenge. Nightmare. Enter. Okay. Come back down here, you fail. The next bit he gets eaten and then the whole thing monster gets stronger or something. So interesting how they like made Diablo so much stronger than the other bosses though. I mean, it is Diablo, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but... Okay, we need to do the Tarth and then the other dude. Events. This one. The Tarth. Challenge, Nightmare, Enter. In D3, you can pause the game and think about what to do if you're pushing. Yeah, you know, I was never good at doing that one. I mean, of course, you know, you've watched me play D3 a lot, right? I was really, really bad at pausing the game in a GR to think about what to do. Epig loves his pausing. Yes, we can fight Diablo in Diablo Immortal. Can you believe it? We can fight Diablo in a Diablo game. You're pushing through the atmosphere, power pylon with 40% progress, like leaving it and some mobs on that level. Yeah, and you could run back through town and go back to level 1. Those were the days. Those were the days. But the best days were when you had those effects that spawned at like, you know, 150 kills, 200 kills, 400 kills, and then you're screwed, and then you have a pylon saved, and you get the, what are the mobs called that multiply? Those ones. Illusionist. You get the Illusionist, and it procs your effect and kills the boss. Those were the days. That was the best. That was my highest rank ever solo, I think, that season. I got just as many procs of those effects as those people who had crap loads of Paragon. That was nice. Okay, now we need to do Saradin at Nightmare. Challenge, Nightmare, Enter. I'm glad the kill was legendary, but it was the Illusionist that allowed it to happen, right? I got super... I mean, I think it could have happened with the elite as well. Like, I only needed a couple, right? But it happened quicker. It could happen quicker with the illusionist. I can't remember how many mobs I had to go to the effect, but oh my god. That's gotta be my best ever run in Diablo 3. Gotta be my best ever run in Diablo 3, that one. I should learn how to favorite that video and sticky it or something. I think that's it, all we need to do for that. Let me just check. That's all the things that I can do right now. Must be some that still unlocks tomorrow.
Yep, that's cool. That's all. Me too.
I just throw that in chat in case
Yep.
Blue Monk is interested in joining some challenge dungeons as well. I'm gonna go drop off. I've got some warband stashes on me. Yes, sure.
I'll swap.
Yeah. You swap. I'm gonna quickly go. You know what? I might do a few on this and then I might swap. I might try that new Seder build. I'll see how many I need on this. I know I will need 3, but I don't. I did some dungeons. I don't know whether it was yesterday or the day before. Alex Bartman just spins a lot. Oh, and this in D2 Resurrected. Barbs can spin well anywhere. Oh, let me check Codex. Yes, I only need 3 on this. So I may do a 3 and then just try the Seder.
Cool. I need 6.
Nobody's responded to that yet. We're just gonna random it. Party finder. So this is Immortal style party finder. Quick matching. I want a challenge dungeon. I've only got 3 of us quick matching. Now we sit here and wait for a 4th person, but it shouldn't take long. Oh, there we go. Accept. I already also have. I did some open world farming earlier today while I was just doing nothing. And so I've already got my 12 gems on this one as well. My party gems today. Did some in a party. I was out in. I ran out to an open world farming spot and May was there, so I joined her party. Barb's spin best in D2 though. They spin best in D2, really? How do they spin best in D2? Like, keep in mind, I haven't really ever played a D2 Barb. I played a D3 Barb, I've played a Diablo Immortal Barb, and I've played a Diablo 4 Barb, but I've never really played a Diablo 2 Barb, so what am I missing? Well, they have Whirlwind in every other thing too. But how is it best? It's what I'm trying to get at. Evening, Rasta. How you doing? Oh. We got both Rasta and Salak in the house. Use a battle command to boost the skill level. Okay. What time is it there, Rouster? I've lost all sense of time zones, I feel like. At least it's what, Saturday morning there? I know it's Saturday morning, but I don't know what time in the morning. Okay. I don't think anyone's put anything in clan chat since that. About 9. Okay, yeah, that is late for you. Clan. Nope.
I will fight to the end.
Eins is still awake at 5:35 a.m. I thought you were going to sleep when you left earlier, but clearly not.
Mother, somebody help me. Noah.
I hope you can eventually sleep. I just started doing maths again. I'm trying to remember. He's trying to work out something. Was it a cooling cabinet or something? I don't even freaking know. Something like that.
A speaker cabinet.
A speaker cabinet. A speaker cabinet. Thank you, Azure.
Subwoofer,
There you go.
I believe.
Azure has much better recollections than me, but we all know I only have a 2-second memory, so that's okay. Rouster was up at 4:45 a.m., stayed up for an hour or so, then fell back asleep. Fair enough. Well, then wake up at 4 a.m. 2 days in a row for football. Oh, ouch. Got the whole console, but he's working on the subwoofer part. Okay. Either way, the maths seem to be about the subwoofer, and Trep forgot because, I don't know, Trep forgets.
Mother, somebody help me. Noah.
I think Eins builds his own everything. I am 105. That totally explains my very poor memory. I hate that I was taking damage there and I couldn't move because a blood pool spawned under me while the boss was spawning. Yeah. Zaylac has squirrels for brains. There we go. Zaylac forgets things too. I'm not alone.
mentioned that the villagers are further down. Families cannot suffer. Not again. Your blood will fall like rain. Soon all will burn, and I will revel in the smoke.
Okay. I really, the bad blood thing really hurts. So hard to avoid. But again, like, I guess we have affixes like this. Like, I dislike this. Is one of my, or probably my least favorite affix we've got on right now. But like, at least it's, you know, you can recognize it, and then I guess you at least try and play around it. I obviously can't do it all the time, but it does give you something to focus on the gameplay. These different affixes that we get each time. My inventory's full. We're just going to fix that for a sec. Poor blue monk's dead on the ground.
Your fear betrays you. Must consume.
Okay. Oh, this is an orange boss. We may struggle a little here, considering I have 1.3 billion of the damage so far in the dungeon.
You've got it.
With bad blood. Orange boss, bad blood, like... This boss is hard normally because it's got a lot of affixes to avoid coming up. They haven't really started yet because we haven't got it down enough yet. We're going to be playing a lot of dodge here. I'm going to stand back and let my strafe regenerate. Ooh. Rasta's been playing with AI. So sometimes things come to you at night. I have a problem where it's I go, oh, I can't forget that was something at night. I keep thinking about it. And then so much that I'm sure I won't forget it, and then I do. So if I get one of those thoughts at night, I generally will pick up my phone and write it into a note in my phone. Okay, see these things, lots of stuff to avoid there. Oh, that came up real late. Okay, I like this side. I can see things a little bit better. I always like being below the boss for visibility. We've done okay. Boss is nearly dead. Done better than I expected. I'm trying to understand Ainz's comment right now, and I barely can. Ainz says, I'm trying to decide if I want a first to fourth order crossover to potentially make a dedicated mid-base woofer and a dedicated mid-range and two tweeters, smaller for the top end and bigger for the mid-tweeter range. I don't even know what a tweeter range is. Was that the third dungeon? I'm just going to check my Tradex. No, that was only the second dungeon.
A new ally joins me.
Okay, we're gonna have lots of elites in this one. Which I like. I like lots of elites.
But I think I'll get Irons to explain the speaker stuff to you.
I'll be right. I'm not gonna really remember it, so I don't really need it explained to me. Oh, here we go. Iron says tweeters place sound above most human speech, so 7 to 20 kilohertz. When what's the range for human speech? Is it like 1 to 6 kilohertz, or like, 100 to 200 kilohertz? I mean, 100 to 200 hertz. Oh my god. Trep, get with the program. I was trying to say hertz and I said kilohertz. Whoops. 1 to 4 kilohertz. I know. Look. I'm sorry. I was thinking hertz and said kilohertz because I don't even know. Yeah, I heard it too. Now everyone's laughing at me. Yeah, I shouldn't have asked any more about speakers. Wrong one. I can't even press the right emote first. I need to press the wrong emote and then the right emote. Although I do need some platypus hugs, I swear, right now. Since everyone's kookaburra laughing at me. Yellow card there from Orbiter. So many elites. I hope this Seder build will work, or we may struggle in the challenge dungeon. Oh wait, you must be not far behind me in damage. How are you in that other one? Really, you
about half, but this one
Okay.
I'm 700, just under.
Okay. Hopefully we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, it depends who the fourth person we get is, but I'm pretty sure this person in this one is not helping a huge amount.
Well done, champion. I am activating the gateway to the final chamber. Go and do what I could not.
That look at my salvage that runs around with me with my pets. Isn't it amazing? I go, oh, okay. I'm halfway through this dungeon. My inventory's full. I've got to go to town. No. Just open inventory, salvage, done. Let's go. Quality of life. Isn't it amazing? No one likes to show off. I mean, it would be harder in D4 because there's so many different levels of items. Here we just have, you know, normal items, white items, magic items, blue items, rare items, yellow items, and legendaries. So the auto salvage just goes for the whites, blues, and yellows. There's none of this like ancestral and then ancestral with greater affixes. Like if I wanted an auto salvage, it would be anything that doesn't have a greater affix on it, which, yeah. I'd have to think about how to do that a bit more than I have to here. Because of the ridiculous numbers of different qualities of items. We do have set items, but it doesn't auto-salvage them either. And we don't have many of them... Well, we have none of... No, I can't say we have none. We don't have many of them dropping mid-dungeon. We can on a boss mid-dungeon, but yeah. But we also don't have the ridiculous amount of the loot that isn't auto-salvage, right? So we get some legendaries and some set items, but we're never going to fill our inventory with unwanted legendaries and set items in a dungeon run. Does this run on Steam Deck? Anyone know? I assume it does. Steam Deck's basically just a mini Windows device, right? If so, it should run. Okay, so that was the third one. I'm going to check if Blue Monk's okay if I switch, because I want to try this new build. I'm going to give you lead Azure while I swap.
Cool.
I guess Diablo Immortal's not actually on Steam. It's on PC, but it's not on Steam. That's why I was asking Rasta. Cool. Okay, I need to make sure I'm on the PvE build, which I'm not. I think I saved it into this one. Activate. Transfer. Beautiful. Okay, so this is a very different PvE build to what I've previously played. We will see how it goes. Butcher pet looks goofy. I like my butcher pet. I cleaned it on the other one, which I already had it on. I hope I can get it on this one or something. Oh, we got bad blood again. Okay. The shields, I understand now. They have a cooldown on them. Oh, we gotta help Noah. Uh-oh. Butcher is coming, by the way. Oh my god, I can't do Noah because of the bad blood. None of us can free Noah because of bad blood. Okay, Blue Monk managed. He nearly died for it, but he did it. Okay, I'm doing like no damage. I'm doing no damage. I'm sorry, Azure.
That's alright.
I clearly do not know how to play this build.
You'll find the combinations.
I don't know the rotation. That's the problem. I clearly do not know the rotation for this build. Back to D4 again? No. So I've stolen this build off of a clanny who's a very good crusader. Standing in the bad blood as Butcher's coming out, it really hurts. Oh my goodness.
It kills me.
It does. It's bad blood.
Yeah.
I'm actually worried about doing this dungeon right now. On this, it'd be okay. Okay, I may just do 3 and then go back, even though this one will have 9 waiting, because I don't know I can master this build in the time available. I think my movement's not as good on this either as it is like on my DH. Obviously because I'm used to moving on the DH, but I'm sure I should be able to get better at it. Never heard of people being able to hear above 24 kilohertz. I mean, like in ZDPS, okay, but the DPS is D3. I'm so confused. I'm gonna try and catch up here on the horsey. I was hoping like my damage would just boost, but yeah. I think when I watch Majabi play, he's like on the horse all the time. I probably haven't been on the horse enough. Cooldown does that have once I only for like 5 seconds. So I think I need to be watching for the horse to come back up regularly and make sure I'm on it the majority of the time. Based on what I've seen of his playstyle. Oh. Guys with us just wait. Are we in cross server? Look at his clan name. Oh, we might be because I'm now on the Seder and I probably haven't turned cross server off. We're probably on a different freaking server.
That might explain some lag.
It might. Hey, I'm sorry. Like, what's... And I've only just looked at him now and gone, wait a second. Like, I've seen the character name, but character name means nothing. There's lots of people with character names I can't read on our server. But then I just read the clan name. I'm like, no, that is not a clan name on our server. Okay. I will try and fix that after this one. Most of the time, Boulevard will catch anything you throw at him. There you go. Oh, now I gotta see, I can't do damage while dodging this stuff very well most of the time. I mean, I think my damage has improved a little bit from the start. Yeah, I'm glad we got through. Yeah, okay, can't do the blacksmith. That means we are definitely cross server. That was my bad, getting on a character that and not checking it. I was just playing on like a Korean server. Okay, so now I go party finder, quick matching, select that one, uncheck that. Quick matching. Now we should get someone from Oceanic. Be nice.
Oh, that was fun.
Okay.
You do the fighting, I'll do the forging.
Seconds longer. Undoes. Get my rewards. Be like clicking around, seeing what there is to click in between. Someone in Shadow is saying challenge dungeons +3, please. They in a party. I could just invite them.
Together.
Oh, no, too late. Okay, we're on the boat. On the boat. Get my damage better this time. I'm just under half of Azure's damage right now. Probably better than I started last time, but I still have way to go to be Majabi level. Here we got the butcher. Got the butcher. A surprise butcher. They're more fun than the known butchers. Get him! And to be on the horse, trap on the horse. Yeah, okay. If I don't go on the horse often enough, my damage definitely drops. So I think that's part of the thing that I need to get good at, is making sure I'm like practically all the time on the horse. I'm just not used to. Let me in. We'll then learn stuff about speakers in vocational training, not doing it anymore since there's no money to be earned. Hobby these days. Oh, it's yours on the ground. I mean, on the deck. On the horse trap, on the horse. Hey. Look, I'm over half of Azure's damage now. Probably because he was on the deck.
I did that for you.
Thanks, Azure. Gotta make me feel better about my Satyr.
Yep.
On the horse trap. On the horse. Get on the bloody horse. Oh, okay, I have a very little cooldown sometimes on that. Interesting. Something if you kill things or while on the thing, it like reduces your cooldown or something. Okay, yeah, this one I've got more of a cooldown because I couldn't kill much stuff because there wasn't much stuff. Okay, interesting. Yep, did I know sidewalks are very dangerous? I think we call them footpaths here, but okay. Sidewalks / footpaths are a very dangerous place to be in evident peaks proximity. I mean, if he's running, fair. Like, you don't want him to run into you. I wouldn't want to be in the proximity of Epic running along the footpath. Might get knocked over and break my shoulder. Boulevard calls footpaths or sidewalks Bürgersteig. I died.
Oh, jeez.
So did the jaw.
I can't see anything at the moment. I don't know why.
You got a black screen.
No, but I just don't see the attacks.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed that that was just here, so that's why I didn't include that in what you call them. I don't know how to dodge that particular attack on a Satyr. Like, on my DH, I just, like, vault over the top of it.
I wish I did that.
I mean, in some locations in the US, there are sidewalks and footpaths. In some there aren't, but, you know, it varies. Okay, we're finally moving to the next phase. I think you're very talented, Boulevard. I certainly can't do that.
Where is this place? Did anyone survive? This evil ends here.
Okay, I hope we get through this okay. It's like you're in carry, sure.
Yeah, it's not a good, not, not the best option. We'll see.
Look, I'm trying to help. I do have over half your damage.
No, you're doing good.
On the horse trap. On the bloody horse. My brain would get mixed up if I was trying to, like, use 2 languages at the same time. I can barely cope in one language, as we've already heard tonight with hertz versus kilohertz, that are all English words. Yay, we did it. Okay. I think I am holding us back. That should only be 2 on this character, though. I would at least like to do the 3 on this character. And then I may swap back to not be holding everyone up.
Sounds good.
Rastra's not bilingual, neither am I, Rastra. Oh, Blue Monk's leaving. Great X. Yeah, it definitely says 2 out of 3. Okay. Let's check who's online because they're not that many online right now. There we go. Quick matching.
I will be your shield.
English borrows heavily from German. I mean, English borrows heavily from lots of languages. Hey, we got chains. We got chains.
Tower is just beyond the courtyard. I can smell the stench of blood from here.
Oh, we do have chains. I broke the chain.
How the life shall flow from you.
I didn't really understand Bullivant's jokes about Greek. Hopefully it's just me and other people can laugh because I don't know what's going on.
Not be unspilled. Kneel before the light.
Ooh, blues. On the horse trap. On the horse.
My blood sworn. End this insurrection.
The guy on YouTube that does funny shorts that show how crazy English pronunciation is. You never really notice until he shows an example of how little it makes sense. But it's also different everywhere though, right? Like that's the whole thing about all of our accents is because we just pronounce things differently. Or am I going crazy?
Damn, a dead end. I'll have to find another way forward.
Like sidewalk. And pavement. And footpath. That should be 3, so I might switch back to make our life a bit easier.
Worthy hands have
Claiming a few things. Okay. I will switch. I'm going to put this back on a PvP build so I don't confuse myself later. I generally like to leave characters on PvP. But let's jump into PvE on a PvP build than to jump into PvP on a PvE build. Do you guys have certain areas in your countries where people living there talk the same language like you do, but so many different words and dialects that you do not understand them? We're not English level like that. There's definitely different pronunciation across Australia. Like I say a few words differently to people in the eastern states because I grew up in South Australia. Do Victorians say pergola differently? Wow.
Yes.
Okay, apparently Victorians might say pergola differently. But South Australia, it's more the A's. The short A versus the long A can be different. I need to invite Michelle. I'm just asking clan chat again. Feel more confident about it now. I'm on my main again. I should be, yeah, I am in PvE. For us, it's Bavaria. München. And she's part of East Germany, but also Cologne has their own language developed that they're like only 130 k's away from you. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna do us, I guess. How do you find put this back on? Mine too, hide, mine too.
And mine.
But we're just doing dungeons for the fun of it. Can you believe it?
We can.
Oh, the other thing we could do, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's really late for you. But you know there is some PvP ones that you can queue into together as a 2-player.
Oh yeah, yep.
Should I cancel this and we do that?
All right, we can try that.
Before you go to bed? Okay, make sure you put on a PvP build then. There is a person to change it out right next to PvP zone, but I guess you don't need to go there if I queue us. Obviously, I have to check that it's active, but I'm going to put on my PvP build before I do that, so I don't queue in on PvE.
At least you are not rash.
Activate.
All right, I'm good.
There is a Chaos and Tower open right now. Chaos Convo. I don't really know much about what that is. Normal Battleground won't let us go in as 2, but Chaos will. Let's try Chaos.
Sure.
What's the worst can happen? It can be Chaos, right?
Yeah.
We are matching into Battleground Chaos Convoy. I don't really know what it is. I think I might have played it once on that War Games thing I did. But I still, yeah, I just don't know what it is. I'm sure once I go in, I will. Oh, it's probably just the one, you know, that second battleground map they introduced where you've got to move the thing through the objectives? It's probably just
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
think it's just that. I don't know how long the queues take for this, so I'm gonna find out. Well, then there are times I need an English to English dictionary. Chemistry, choose, chef, all different pronunciations of ch. There you go. Well, I don't really want like umlauts and things, so I'm quite happy to have the same letters pronounced differently, like my a and a, rather than needing umlauts or something, because, you know. Oh, what is this? Click gift. I've got a magic shield gift apparently. I think we're mainly with bots here. Are you on my team or the other team?
Your team.
How do I see my raid? Oh, there you are. There's only 6 of us. Does the other team only have 6? Yes. Okay. Only 6. I did know what Chaos Convoy was. It is the new one where you got to move the thing through the objectives. But we seem to be mainly with bots. This guy looks real. Sorry, mainly with bots, but not all bots. That guy looks real. I don't know about that one. That one could be real based on the clan and the... Most of the fake clans are these 2-word ones.
The battle dawns.
I think there's a mix in here that looks like there's some real ones and some not so real ones. I got through that okay. I just never know read those things in the middle. Sometimes they, oh my god, they're worth it, and sometimes they don't seem to be. Whoa! I accidentally put things up on my screen. Okay, I'm just gonna grab that health potion. Oh, our idols have moved a very similar amount to each other's. Oh. Oh dear, Trep is low on health. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and help over here, I think. Grab this on the way. I actually realized they were so close to the end. Been worried about moving ours, and I'm like, oh, I better go defend. Not that much closer than I would like. Gonna heal real quick. Go away. Uh-oh. I need that thing off my screen. Oh, and now I'm dead apparently. Put away all that stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, this is because I'm dead. 2 minutes until the match ends. I think it's going to end sooner than that. The red is... Oh my goodness. I feel like I can leave this right now, but I'm going to have to because AUS is not going to get up. Oh, shit. Now to come back to that one. This is actually way more balanced than I was expecting. When we walked into this. They're gonna win because they've got their idol further. Oh. But I still like to hold them off actually getting it to the end. If I can.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Enemy activated more checkpoints than one. That's alright though, like that was way more balanced than I expected. Azure MVP, look at that.
Completely. I was going to say, I really don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know why it says, anyway. I don't know. It says 0 kills. It's like, no, I definitely got kills in that match. Do you have to speak English at work, Boulevard?
A new ally joins me.
You good to go again?
Yep.
Oh. No wonder Boulevard's English is so good. He's got to speak it at work. Or probably both. He's probably switching at work between 2 languages too. Wow. Very lucky in that I only have to use 1 language. Or I would be stuffed. Let me in. Do another rights reminder.
It's popped up in case you
No,
have to-
and then I was typing so I couldn't hit accept because it'll be a cross server. So I just had to close it to finish my message and then I was able to hit accept. I had a really nice gift thing last battle. I didn't even know what gifts were until last battle. This one, I couldn't get the one I had before, so I re-rolled 2 of them. Yeah, that was the cool one I had before. So we can blame the football for Boulevard's English skills. And let's face it, last 6 years he's been listening to my crap. Learning some Aussie English the last 6 years.
The battle dawns.
Well, probably more than that, because the videos were before that. Oh. Ouchie. Okay, these ones hurt.
Yep. This is
I'm
real.
dead already.
Same.
Okay, these ones... I was like, wow, that was way more balanced than I expected. This one, not so much. Hey, there's someone from our server on here. In our team. Ouchie, ouchie. Oh. Got health globe. We got someone on our thing, our idle thing, which is very strong as well. Coming at us from 3 directions here. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. This house says football and the yellow card before said foot yellow. I don't know. I am clearly not reading the football cards. Hey, at least Trap's ruthless. The druids, they just can build that, like, wall around you. Ridiculous. Druids OP. I'm gonna try this G thing again. I don't know what happens, I'm just... Oh. I don't seem to have... The other thing I had before, I could press a key for it. This one, I don't know. Killed one of them. I gotta move, I gotta move. Okay, got them. Gonna heal real quick. been chosen for annihilation? Wow. That just killed half our team. That's crazy.
So it was just me.
It literally said they got half of our team killed, and then it said, you have been annihilated. That's ridiculous. So that was what they got for killing that middle boss. That's crazy. That must be the chaos. That is bringing the chaos when they could just killing that middle boss just can kill half the opposing teams. Randomly picks half of the players and kills them. That's yeah. That is something else. So I knew it was going to be the one moving the idols. I didn't really know the extent of the chaos apparently. Hey, I killed that bastard.
Good.
Match is ending. We're going to lose again because they have definitely done more activations than us by far. All we get is limited quick resurrections and they can heal half the team. Wow. Yeah, so it doesn't actually walk backwards at all. It just stays where it is. So it never actually goes backwards. I thought in the main version of this it did walk backwards, but maybe I'm confused. Wait, are they all dead? I don't see red anywhere on the map.
They're out there.
Oh, okay, they're here. They just weren't showing for me on the map for some reason. Half the players will be eliminated. We're a bit late. Hey, his name was Bastard. That was literally his name. This guy, look. Baaztaard. That says Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was read his name. I can't help it he has a name like that.
You did choose it.
He did. I can't help it. I didn't choose to play with the Bastard. Do you have time for one more, or do you need to pumpkin time it?
No, let's do one more.
One more. Let's go.
We've come this far.
Gonna get out 3 out of 3 daily challenge battles. I do note that often if you don't match in time for 12 o'clock, it's one of those things where it's on the hour and it'll kick you out of queue, so we'll see. Night, we're going to watch the F1 qualifying and 24-hour Le Mans start. GG, Orbiter.
Yeah. Good night. Enjoy the F1 that I should be watching.
Or is yours playing Diablo Immortal with me instead? Need both screens. I was like, too bad, Trep. Need both screens for F1 and Le Mans. Yo. Okay, what do I got this time? This one. This one I like a lot. I want that one. Later, Zalek. One of the buffs which I got the first time, I've just got this time, is a shield. I really, really like it.
The battle dawns.
Okay. How this goes. Moving this okay right now, but they're moving theirs okay as well. Right, I might jump over to theirs real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I got hurt by jumping over to theirs. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them there. I'm dead. That one there looks like it's walking backwards. Maybe just goes backwards to the checkpoint. So if you've just got it to a checkpoint, it doesn't go back any further or something. I've got that amazing wizard skill. Oops. Trap down. Okay. I was apparently bad at hitting F just then. I just got wrecked when I was trying to shield. Yep, the thing's so close to the end. Oh, I'm bad at hitting F when I need to. I'm not reactive enough. You're about to win. Walks back as far as the checkpoint and then it will stop. Stay up here though, because I can't really see anyone else up here. managed to get my shield that time. I need to go heal. Count. Ooh. I'm not sure. Like, I'm dead. I've got 13 seconds left to revive, so I can't do much right now.
Yeah. It's 5
I'm
as
wondering
well,
if it's best to push ours at this point. Are you on ours? Yeah, nice. We won one! We did it!
Yay. I don't really know why, but we did. That's great.
Did it! Hey, I got MVP that time.
Nice.
GG. These great.
Cool.
To be honest, the matches tonight, they've got a lot better. So I'm gonna give them a vote up for that. Wait, did it tell you to go again? Mine shows you with a tick, and I didn't say to go again.
I didn't think so, but
I don't know whether to I've got to decline or accept here. What happens if I... No, okay. Now we go cancel. Okay. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. I assumed that you were going to go to bed. If not, that's cool. We'll do something else. I accidentally
will go to bed.
My blessings on through that. Thank you, Ashore, for all the runs.
No worries. Thank you, and I will see you and everybody.
Catch you tomorrow.
All right. Good night.
GG.
GG.
Alright. Now I've got to work out what I'm doing next. I kind of want to try out the Seder. Is there a normal battleground open? I'd rather try the Seder in a normal battleground. Trying out some new builds on my Seder. At the moment. And normal battleground is open. Might grab the Seder. It'll just be against bots probably initially, so I won't be able to tell if it's any good, but I should try it. Should be on the PvP build already, yep. This is a build that has spinning shield in it, which I'm just not entirely used to. I'm just trying to think. My other PvP build, I think I have the shield on number 2. I might have to shift these skills around. Just so I don't get confused myself. To activate that, I'm pretty sure shield's going to be on 2. No, shield's on 4. Okay. Fine.
At least you are not rash.
Apparently I don't remember what key my shield was on. Okay, I'm going to try and do a normal battleground. This is always cross-server, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm on defense. Okay, see how we go. Oops. Not all bots. There's definitely a person there that looks real. Just see how we go. The other, we have nothing like seasons, no full resets. And it's because obviously a lot of people put a lot of money into their characters, not just on cosmetics, right? We have a thing called cycles. We have battle pass seasons, but we also have cycles. The cycles are about shadow and immortal cycles, so they can range anywhere from 4 to 11 weeks. 4 to 7 weeks. 4 to 7 weeks. I know what I'm talking about. Anywhere from 4 to 7 weeks cycles. And then, like, you're re-leveling all your shadow or immortal stuff during that period of time. But you're not starting over, like, in terms of levels and gear and stuff. You start over in your shadow ranks and things associated with the cycle, but not in terms of your character. I might have to show you some of the shadow stuff. Explain it. Like we do get some buffs from shadow stuff, like a bit more damage and life and stuff like that. Oh, uh-oh, Trap's a bit brutal, but now she's dead. I'll show you the shadow levels after this thing. These battlegrounds were all like battlegrounds with stuff on them because they got these demonic essences these days, which give you extra damage and stuff. Which I am not used to working with. Might come in here on DH after. It's like throwing PvE into the PvP here a little bit. Right, you're meant to be on the horse trap. There's a lot of different things to do here. The Shadow, we have both objectives as, like, individuals and objectives as clans as well. I'm stealing all the demonic essence here and the Spirit of Corvus. And none of them are like pits, except for maybe... What's that? I'm not sure what that one's meant to be. We have rifts. We have challenge rifts, which is like leaderboard stuff. Oh. I just died, so I lost all my demonic essence. Yeah, like, obviously I don't love the pay-to-win factor. I can't do anything about that, but I do enjoy the gameplay and the stuff that encourages multiplayer. Apparently we won. I'm not sure how. I must have a timer on it. We must have won on a timer, I guess. Okay, that person got MVP, but look at all my little icons. I had the most assists, the longest Zealous Idol escort time, the most damage dealt, and the longest control duration. I rock. Just making pancakes, and I want pancakes now. I actually want to play that on my DH. I'm gonna go grab the DH. So there is... So the matchmaking of the battlegrounds can be based on this battleground level, and I don't do a lot of it. So I won't get matched many whales at the moment. But once you get high enough in the battleground level, and that has its own reset cycle. So JL, he's one of the whales, right? This guy's a whale. Probably the biggest whale on our server. He's got 13,000 reso. And this reso increases your life and your damage. So he has 13,000. I have about 3,000. So he does a lot. He has a lot more life and does a lot more damage. Like, I see if I can see his life and damage stats. So he's got 1.2 million life, and he does 75,800 damage. If we look at mine, so he's got over double my damage and like what, double my life too. Stuff like that. He's also will have a lot more other stats than me. But anyway. Battleground is not the end game. I totally disagree with that because I play this game a lot and I barely touch Battleground. Barely touch it. People would say being Immortals is the end game. Which obviously this guy is. I don't really subscribe to that either because I'm at Forever Shadows. So I was going to answer about Shadows before. This is Shadows. So every cycle, we do our own ranking up here. So we go through the shadow levels. So this resets. We start every cycle back at Initiate 1. And we do a lot of things which include vaults, assembly where we give and take blessings, daily tasks which look like, weekly tasks, sorry, which look like Shadows My Rank. Can be Battle Wars, you don't have to though. Like Elder Risk challenges, dungeons, bounties, lots of content just contributes to it and you can kind of pick and choose what you use for that. I do a lot of vaults. Most of this is done on vaults for me. So this gets leveled every time, and then as a clan, we're also leveling up our Dark Clan rank every time. So we do Dark Clan rank by doing Dark Clan Focus, which right now we are doing contracts, but also by doing something called a Keeper's Ordeal, where we go fight bosses. So this buffs our clan and allows our clan to get all these little Dark Clan advantages and cloaks as we go through the cycle. And the individual ranks, Shadows My Rank, this you can see gives, yeah, you can see that. It gives a damage increase and defense increase. So at Whisper 4, it's 16%. And hopefully somewhere here we can go see, there will be, well, that's the Dark Clan ranking. We're rank 7 currently, Dark Clan. Dark Clan rank starts in the season by this first week's ranking, which is the some of the individual shadow ranks of your clan. After that, it also matters your Shadow War score here. So, yeah, you get 3 points for a win and 1 point for a loss of each Shadow War. I was trying to find the Shadows leaderboard. There we go, Shadows. This is the Shadows leaderboard. It's just who got to Whisper 4 the fastest, basically, through the cycle. I'm there at rank 22 on the server. Bloody, bloody, blah. It only shows you the top 100, though. Is that additive or multiplicative damage? I think it's multiplicative, but I don't really know. Let's be real. Okay, I was going to go into Battleground on this character. Also, you see I'm at the start, so I should not hit whales, I would hope. But there could be a whale who hasn't played any Battleground. Maybe I would hit them. I can't tell you. We went to Emos once when we were asked by another clan that wasn't one of the big alliance clans at the time. And we can't technically say it will never happen again, but one of the big alliances would have to decide that they don't want it for a cycle. And give it to someone else, and then someone else would have to want to invite us. We're not allied with anybody, so chances are pretty low. We're very neutral, our clan. We'll let the whale clans fight over immortals, and we're just gonna be happy being shadows. Battleground time. I'm gonna attack this time. I actually like being on attack. I was the only one who went my way, and I've taken it down just as quick as any of the other bots and people. There is politics. There's definitely politics because there's alliances at the big whale clans, so there is politics. I stay as far clear of the politics as I possibly can. I legit hate politics. The freaking video game. I'm here to play a video game. So this is why Trav is not in any alliances, because Trep just wants to play a video game. That's why we're here. I don't want to come here and kill bots. Maybe some people, but definitely bots. I can grab some of these demonic essences. So these demonic essences are giving me a bit more, like, damage buffs as we go. Where I'd like to collect them. Ooh, I hurts. Start running away because she hurts. But so okay, so yes, if you want to be in one of those top clans, well, I don't want to say you, if you want to be one of those top clans, your clan leads will be dealing with politics. I don't want to say you have to be involved in politics to be in a top clan. If you're a decent enough player and will show up to clan activities, and you know the top clans will take you, and you can ignore the politics. I know that because my brother is in one of those top clans on the server, and I can tell you he gives zero craps about politics and ignores it all. He just wants to play, have fun, but he wants to be in a clan that can be immortals. He has fun playing that side of the game as well. If you want to lead a clan and you want to be in a top alliance, well, then you better bloody well get your politics on, and probably your whale on as well. If you're like me and don't want to do politics, well, you're not going to be in an alliance. Right? So you can be in like a neutral-ish clan without any politics. Well, certainly on our server. I can't speak for every server. But, yeah. I don't like to consider myself at the mercy of anybody on this server, to be honest, because I'm not. To be blunt, I'm not. Could they all attack my towers and take my towers? Yeah, technically. But for the most part, like, they sometimes have done it, but we've now got a way we can defend it PvE as well. So if I started getting attacked every week PvP, I would throw it to PvE. And look, they may beat me there too, maybe, but they would sure as hell have to work for it. And do they really want to spend hours working for a tower they could just take in like 5 minutes on a PvP tower? Most clans, I'd say no. Apparently, one clan this tower season, everything has different seasons. There's battleground seasons, there's tower seasons. One clan decided to. They got to work for it and then not take it because we beat them. So that was cool. But I liked the idea that as well as wasting hours of my time, I wasted hours of their time.
I need healing.
Yeah, back in the day, Irons, and that's where I found out I definitely don't want to be in that, because there's like, for example, there's someone who's in control, or very high up in the control of these alliances, and back then it was very much, it's like, oh, we didn't really agree with something. Oh, well, I'm chucking a tantrum. I don't want that in my gaming. Hey, look at me, MVP! Yay, go Trep! Yeah, but most of those, I won't just say most of the top clans, I would say a lot of clans, like even my own clan, we effectively have not like super strict requirements, not like the requirements of the top clans, but we definitely have requirements for being in our clan because this is such a clan-based game. I liked before the server merge too, Irons, but hey, here we are, well after server merge. Yeah, so there are, like, I have requirements even for Trav. It's not necessarily a strict requirement, right? The requirement just depends on demand, but this game is more fun with playing with people and doing clan activities. And clan activities, you've got to be in the clan to join them, right? So we want to maintain overall a very active clan, and preferably with people who are contributing to clan activities. So, you know, we look at characters and we try and look at their activity, and it's not really a strict requirement, right? Because it's a likelihood based on their overall profile of whether they're likely to. But we also have things like, you know, if you're offline for too long, well, you're going to get removed, because if you're offline, you're not contributing to to anything really. We've only got 100 slots in these clans, so we've got to be careful. But yeah, what that is depends. And if I looked at my clan right now, which I can't, the longest offline would be about 2 weeks, excluding one person. But that one person, before they went away, they went, hey, Trep, look, I'm going away for this long period of time, and this is when you can expect me back. So I was like, okay, I'll keep you in for as long as I possibly can. If they don't come back after that stated time, then I will have to remove them. No, I can't measure anybody's time, so I don't have anything like that. It's just, all I can see is their offline time. I can see their shadow activity. I haven't got to kicking people for shadow activity, but I certainly PM those with low shadow activity early in the cycle. Say, hey, please level. We need you. However, I consider shadow activity as well. If I'm looking at people that are offline for, you know, let's just say in that like most offline area, someone's got higher shadow, they will be kept generally over someone who's like hasn't really leveled their shadow. typically, the vast majority of cases where those offline people are getting a message saying, hey, having to remove you because, you know, you're not playing. If you come back to actively playing, reapply or send me a message. You know, these people are welcome back, but in this game we can't keep, you know, half the clan being offline. It's just not going to work. There you go, heal. So yeah, I'd say we got pretty reasonable requirements based on the game and stuff. How different, maybe annoying question? Sure. There you go, heal. Grab this essence. Well, that was my most key problem with D4 right there. I'm a bit merciless right now, but I gotta run away so I don't die. That heart will be down by the time I'm healed, I reckon. Got poison on me. I can't heal while I got poison on me. It'll break the bandage. God, that's some really long-lasting poison. Forget about healing, we'll just go for it. Yeah, I would be so much happier with D4 if it had social aspects and I would enjoy it much more. Hey, look at me, MVP again. 14-0-13. 14 kills, 0 deaths, 13 assists, and most damage dealt. D3, at least you get to see what your clan is doing, like check their profile to see what kind of gear they have, what they do this season. Yeah, I mean, I can look at anyone in my Immortal clan. Just let me show you Immortal clan right now. I mean, wait a second, let me check this. Let me check if they likely meet our requirements. No, they are not. Right? So this here could potentially be a bot. They've got over 900 Paragon. They've leveled a few pieces of gear, which is unusual for a bot, but they haven't done any challenge rifts. They haven't leveled any of this gear. Their legacy of the Horodrum's at 0. Their bestiary is barely at anything, like brand new. So yeah, I've got Kamano here. I know they're away. They communicated with me. This person actually hasn't been offline 14 days. They just came back to the game. It gives some weird numbers when people have just come back and joined the clan. So our longest apart from that's about 11 days. But if I was looking at these couple of people, I'd be comparing, could be contribution over time as well. Like, let's say last month, he's a longer term contributor to the clan. So he would have preference of staying over some people who are newer to the clan or you don't see them at clan events. But yeah, I'd be looking at various things on these people before deciding who goes. But one of them is this shadow rank. That's one of them. But those two are close. Watcher 4 and Hunter 1 are really close to each other. So not going to make much difference. But I'll have a look at the overall profile before I remove someone. Why can you see my season 25 stuff on EU server? Maybe I played season 25 on EU server. Yeah, okay.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, I'm gonna attack again and say this. I do prefer to attack on battlegrounds, so that's nice. Yeah, well, look, I think there is some kind of group finder in Diablo 4. I have not used it. But, like, the party matchmaking system in Immortal is honestly really good. Right? Like, okay, if I want to go with friends, I can then queue with friends. But if I, like, let's say after this I go, actually, I want to do some dungeons. It won't take me long still to find random dungeons, right? Pretty good. It's just queues people, connects them, does a dungeon, breaks it up at the end. But yeah, I think... But yeah, I thought they tried to put some party D4, but I don't know where it is, or I haven't tried it or something. Yeah, I haven't used it, but yeah. Maybe I should try using the D4 one. I just need to find it. What I can tell you is it's not obvious. Whatever they put in for D4 is not obvious, and that's important, right? Like, it's very easy for me. I want to do this activity. There's basically a button which says find party. If I go click on a dungeon, I can't say I'm used to seeing a nice find party button in D4. I think it's Shift plus P. Maybe it is, but again, intuitiveness of stuff. Is something that this game has a lot of. I'm gonna go back and heal. Yeah, like that, like that. But even the loot filter, I find the way it's presented super confusing. Like, even once you've found the thing, I had to have someone tell me where to find it. But even once you've found it, like, I think it was, maybe it was EP that told me, oh, well, you got to read it bottom to top. So the bottom one is like, it removes everything first and then it adds back these things. I don't know. I have tried to play with the loot filter thing, and I find it, yeah, I don't find it's very intuitive. It's like, yeah, it's like you go show no anything and then add back rares and add back. I don't even know. I haven't worked it out yet. Ouch. But there's lots of them though, right? Like if it was 3 rules, maybe I could handle it, but I have to have 20 rules. And so, yeah. I struggle a bit. I need to spend a good, like, half hour looking at it. I just don't have half an hour in my life to spare looking at it. Maybe my D4 experience would get better if I did have half hour in my life to stare at my loot filter. I'm dying a fair few more times in this one than that previous one. Oh my god, I hate that wizard skill. I hate that wizard skill. Can't really afford to stand on that right now. I need to go heal. Yeah, that's what it's like. It's effectively double negatives in it. Need heals. This is my dude that I got for killing the big guy in the middle before. He's pretty cool. I feel like I'm carrying this BG. It's probably all bots, but still. Just gonna heal before running up that way. Or not. Must have had something that blocked my heal. Yippee. I got feared from well out there. We win! Yay! I need to be right back. Hey, MVP again! Felt like a lot more deaths, but it was only 2 deaths. It's okay. Most damage again by the looks. Be right back, guys. I have a BRB window on this. Look, I do. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Look, let me read this. Which would be bad in D4 now since you want to get... Wait, let me just put myself into like a dungeon queue or something. I'm on the wrong build for a dungeon. Armory, PvE. Backpack doesn't have enough space. Okay, let's fix that.
I have much to show. Caution is often wise.
Transfer. Cool. Okay, I'm going to put myself into a queue for my server, a challenge dungeon. Now I'll read this. We'll be bad in D4 now. You want to get a white with the GA. So basically the aim is to get a white bow with the GA on Dex and to go to the cube and put a defensive stat on like max life. Then you want to put an offensive stat on it with a different max. Critical damage. And then with a third mat you put a resource stat on it. Then you go get the correct aspect on it. Roll sockets on it. Go temper the stat you want added like TrepChains and then you masterwork it. Then you go to the cube again and trans it, and hopefully you don't brick it by taking away your GA, but instead add something to be like 300% more stats for gem socketed. Sorry for the ramp, that's in your D4 farming. You can also do it with blues and yellows, which you can now craft at the blacksmith. Yeah, but I guess like, yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. Like I don't know. I've still got to change my loot field to more. I've got too much stuff dropping. So I think I show all ancestrals right now. But really, for whites and blues and yellows, really, I only really want ancestrals with a GA. So I do need to adjust my filter more. Okay, see, I've got a party here. It took a couple of minutes, but she'll be right, mate. The greater fixed items, I don't necessarily know that they're, I don't know. I don't know what to call them like. Not really sure they're like any other thing that we've had in Diablo before. This is a one of the challenges can be a like goblin boss like this one. We're getting just goblins as we fight the boss, which is cool. Got a better chance of killing more goblins here. At the end of the dungeon, even though obviously I have a pet that does stuff, you've also got a blacksmith. Which is nice.
Are you mad? Only an archangel's weapon can cleave the world stone, and this sliver will not make it to Ariat.
Tyrael, he will have answers.
Kind of convenient to have a blacksmith at the end of the content. Like the ethereal ones. I don't think there's nothing like ethereal in D4. Superior items in D2, I guess it kind of is like superior items in D2, but superior items were like overall better. These have one, like a greater fixed item has one stat that is higher. So if, let's just, I don't know, these are, let's just say these are my things, and in D4 it's like one of these stats, it would have a different higher range. So instead of damage taken reduced by 2%, which I don't know what the range is on this, but let's say if if this one was a greater affix in D4, damage taken could be reduced by, let's say, 4%, a higher value. That's the best way I can describe it. Did I did requeue myself the dungeon. Okay, I did requeue. Oh, well, I mean, I was talking about the greater effects. That's what I was talking about. Because he commented on, you want to get a white with a GA. So that's what I was commenting on. The GA would be the item that has that higher roll. Well, one affix. One GA is one affix with a higher roll. While I wait for this dungeon, I might go ID this stuff I'm dragging around. Okay.
Glad to be of service, my friend.
I just have a quick flick through everything I just ID'd, which nicely, the ones that I've just ID'd, they come up brighter, so I can tell very quickly which ones they are. I can go, yeah, not too interested in any of that. We're going to go and break it down. I might be able to upgrade one of them soon.
Let us forge.
We can upgrade one of them soon. How many things do I have? I can. I've got 134 of them. I do it when I'm not in queue so I don't panic and when a queue comes up. Things that look like I can break them down.
My aim is true.
Oh, there's a thing coming up. Didn't get to break those set items down. Oh, we're going on a river ride. We're going on a river ride. See, I like that a dungeon pops up and I can immediately tell what it's going to be, what I got to do. Familiarity, I think, is a good thing. I can do these dungeons without having to think about the objectives, which is nice. I know what they are.
Where is the chieftain? That raft is the only way forward, it seems.
Don't actually, like, have to look at the map that much either, because I know where I'm going. Living the dream. Hey, Hyde's here. Before I was like, does anyone do random dungeons? Like, I've done mine. Well, he's doing dungeons now.
Your fear betrays you.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the cube yet. I've used a tiny bit of the cube, but again, I feel overall very overwhelmed with D4. Again, even after the, okay, look, I'm going to go and try and play a meta build. Like, probably because I haven't worked out the cube. Maybe my meta build would work better if I found the correct GA and did all that crafting you explained. Added this stat, that stat, and the other stat. Maybe then, you know, my stuff would work better.
Undone by their own ambition.
Anyway, we are on a beautiful river ride. Lovely river ride. I think part of it is like there were a lot of people asking for complexity, and look, I wanted a cube, right? I was like, yes, we're getting a cube, but I think they've overdone it. I think they've overdone it. I do want to find most of my loot. I love the series. I haven't put thousands of hours into D2R, but I have thousands of hours in D3, and I love Diablo. But right now, I'd prefer to spend my time on Diablo Immortal than Diablo 4. I can re-queue from inside the dungeon, but I don't really love how it works. It does some weird stuff sometimes, so I prefer to leave the dungeon and then re-queue. I really stuffed up my inventory, didn't I? Carrying around too much crap. I wonder if I can get rid of some charms.
What is the mission?
Can't get rid of charms before the next one because it's popped up, and I'm going to say yes. I'll be closer to the charm person once I'm out. Literally, I think the exact same parties we just had. Uh-oh, Ken Godlike fell over. I'll probably do maybe one more dungeon here, and then I'll just show a couple other things, like... I don't know what I'll show. We've done some BGs, we've done some dungeons. I'm not touching bounties. I've shown some shadow stuff. I haven't been able to really do any shadow stuff, because, I mean, I don't need to do any shadow stuff, and it's not the time for most shadow stuff. Our Steepok has bad PR. Fair enough. You don't... Slight inventory space problems on this character. But at least I can break stuff down when I want to, I guess. Come on, let's stop ranting. Let's stop ranting about T4. Let's focus about what's awesome in Diablo Immortal. I can queue really easily for parties. Try and break some of these down. So these easily I can see if they're from my class. They are grayed out if they're not from my class. I don't care about market or whatever, so I just can break down anything not from my class. So anything that's grayed out, I'm just like, yep, go on. Oh, we're back on a lovely river ride. Back on a lovely river ride. Did I find an open world dungeon? Huh? Is that me? Eins? Alright.
At last. Where is the chieftain? That raft is the only way forward, it seems.
I like playing in parties.
Darkness awaits you.
I need to go to the market as well. Try and remember. Do that. Oh, lairs. You mean lairs? Hines? We could go find a lair. We can go find a lair. Might check what my exploration is at and look in an area where I may not have everything. I was thinking about doing the Ivan Fard's Sanctum thing. We could do Ivan Fard's, we could do a lair. Yeah. We got there, we got there.
Feel my wrath. The raft is stuck. And those shots killing their reinforcements sure angered them. Now, if I can just avoid
They throwing fires. On this one, actually, if you don't want to do much, you can kind of just sit on the raft and the raft's going to keep moving. Oh, I like killing stuff.
undone by their own
But back in the day, people used to like AFK this dungeon. There were people who used to like come into this dungeon like while at work, right? Start at the dungeon, run to the raft, sit on the raft, AFK it, and then just kill the boss. That was a long time ago, though. Now there's other AFK farming. Like legit AFK farming this game now has. But, well, I think they gave up trying to stop the... I think it's really difficult in a free-to-play game because people, the people would just make new accounts and new accounts and new accounts and new characters, etc., etc. So instead of actually stopping AFK farming, they recently, like, sometime in the last couple of months, they added some legit AFK farming to game. I can show you that. Yeah, me too. Still don't really do it well, actually, AFK. But I'll put it on the, like, my laptop, let's say, if I'm just browsing the internet, so I can just check on it all the time. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do Ivan Fires, we're going to do a layer. Oops, I wasn't meant to click that. I'm really good at clicking the red dots. Okay, let's go to Ivan Fard's. So through a bunch of activities, including shadow stuff, or maybe even mainly shadow stuff, and battleground, you get things like keys. And I got some of them there. Got a gem, apparently. Got some other stuff. You can mail you stuff that you forget. Sometimes useful, sometimes not. So this we level up like various gems, and this gives us more damage, life, armor, etc. I don't do this particularly often. Like it's not hard. It's just you run through, you open a bunch of chests. You need about 377 keys to open all the chests in here, but you can come in like with one key if you like. Or just a few keys and open like the first room. It's split up into rooms. Basically, there's just lots of little different activities that end up buffing your character. This is one of them. This map to get in there does change every time. In terms of layout, the atmosphere or the graphics are the same, but the layout of this one does change every time. And here we're going to have about 5 chests per room. 4 chests in this one because I've already got the free chest because I sent my pets to do it. Send my pets to work each day. I at least get what was in the free chest, even if I don't come in here. Well, I'm not, but you could be. So it's got an AFK farm where for up to an hour, there's legit AFK farming. If you haven't touched it and you're still like sitting there after the hour, and this does happen when I go away. So like, let's say I put it on the laptop today and I went to do some work in Bracelet's room, and then clearly I didn't pay attention to the timer beforehand. I forgot to reset it or whatever. Came back out, the hour had passed and I was dead on the ground. So you can be full AFK, but if you, it's not the smartest thing ever, right? Like it'll get stuck on things and it's not going to go chase down a goblin for you. So if you got it there on the other screen while you're doing other stuff, it means like maybe you'll see that goblin and you'll chase it down. So yeah, but it will full AFK farm for about an hour if you want it to. I'm not particularly comfortable with it myself, but I have left it. Let's say I go work in my daughter's room and then I have come back and found myself dead, and it's just what happens. Did find that once today on one of my characters. I'll show you it. So we've done this, we're gonna go find a lair and then I can show you some of that. These gems level up that thing in the previous one, so that was me using 377 keys. I'm a bit lazy, I don't do a lot of this stuff very often. So I have over 6,000 keys. Effectively, I should do this more often. I don't think 2.6k is going to give me anything that I want. Okay, that's a 31 already. Is there any at 30? No, oh, that one's at 30, but I do have enough for that, so we'll increase that by 1. So I'm leveling most of them, but not all of them. There's about 3 I'm not leveling, and the rest I want to level pretty evenly. That will definitely be all I'll be able to do. We've got warbands, we've got raids. Hey! Sorry, huge. I have failed to look up at that chat for a while. My apologies. Trep is a bad streamer. Bad streamer. Okay, so we're gonna go find. Wait, first I was gonna check my exploration. I'm just trying to think how I do that. Wait, that. Achievements, exploration. Here it is. I want to see what's not 100%. Have lair things to go. Dawn Point. Is that something in lairs? No. Is that in lairs? No. Okay. Ancient's Cradle. Lairs. Okay, so Ancient's Cradle is one area I might look for lairs. Southern Dreadlands. Right. I haven't even explored the whole map there. Okay, let's look in Ancient's Cradle first, and then I'll just go around if there's none there. I'm going to head to Ancient's Cradle, where I still definitely need lair stuff. I just go somewhere there. So there are people who full AFK farm still, right? There are still people who mainly cheat. Let's be real. I'm going to the hidden lair. So if there is a hidden lair in the zone you go into, it'll come up as a green quest over here. And you can kind of use that to help you find that hidden lair. There was a goblin there, so I just had to go grab it, you know. There's also a rock here. This gives me materials for crafting. Now, where is the actual lair? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, here's my hidden lair. Just going to grab that chest too while I'm here.
Do you hunger for death?
You could get parties for these, and back in the day we used to. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm just going to go in. So in here, on each level, there'll be 3 objectives that get me gems. This is one of the things people use for gem finding. So kill the lair guardian is always 1 on each level, and then there were 2 other random events. So in this one, mutated creatures has just come up. If for some reason I've gone through and I haven't found 2 other events apart from that to give me the gems, you can see there, then I would typically run back through and look for the event that I missed. But hopefully we won't miss them, but it just can depend a bit on the map. Sometimes there's 2 ways to go. One has another event and one has the lair guardian, and you don't know which is which. But here we go. Here's the second event on this level. So, like, there is something that people used to do, which was, and some still do it, right, which is follow farming, which means if somebody is actively farming, you can, if you're in their party and you follow them, like it's got a follow mode, then you just run around behind them, and so you are AFK. So if they're going to be playing for a longer period, you could do that, and you could technically do that for hours, but you're reliant on the other person. But that's the other, I guess, slightly legit way to do it. But then obviously there's non-legit ways to do things, which is obviously what feels like Blizzard decided to stop fighting because, yeah, and just reduce the advantage. You reach power level at some point where the game is just farming, like running through it, except the PvP battles. I mean, yeah, we feel like we reach that every difficulty level, right? Like, I don't have to be too stressed in any of this. I'm at the current difficulty level of the server, but I'm powerful enough. But on my other characters, like, this will be harder, and there's certainly been times where my other characters haven't been able to do the current server level. It just depends on how strong your own character is. Those with huge reso, they probably never have that problem, but for some of us others, we do. And then there's always challenge rifts. So if you always want to challenge, there's a thing called a challenge rift. Say it is the leaderboards, but that's always just based on a very important stat in this game called combat rating. So that's a lair where people can go to farm gems mainly. Is the reason for using those. I've done the lair. I've done the thing. What else was I going to do again? I was going to show you an AFK farm. Huh. Let's do it. I'm just going to firstly go to town real quick. Go to a town anyway. Only issue for players and not for buyers. Well, it can be an issue for players, but once you've got your gear leveled up enough, like I've never, when a difficulty unlocks, like Inferno 13 unlocks, Inferno Torment, I'm confused. Whatever it is, unlocks here, Inferno 13 unlocks next week. I don't think I'll have any issues. Because I've got things like, I've been playing this a long time, so all my gear here is at max level. This is not quite, but close to max level. So I've got reasonable, what we call combat rating, which you see here. Very important stat. But if you're a new player, then it's different. So if I go, I've actually made a new character recently. And if I jumped on that character, I doubt I would be able to play the difficulty that its Paragon says. But that's because I'm pushing it through without having the gear and stuff that I should. They keep adding difficulties. So right now, this is a cap. Inferno 12 is a cap. But next week, 13 to 15 will be added. They just keep adding them as the level goes up. So right now, I'm at the cap, but this is going to change in next week's major update when we get our Warlock. Oh, there's new content in this game all the freaking time, all the time. What was I doing? I was going to AFK farm. Okay. I'm going to first go to this area where I was, but if there's too many people there and they're not in a party, then I'll go to one of the other zones that I use. that is likely to be empty. I'm going to show you people AFK farming. And I'll show you how you can tell if it's in-game legit AFK farming, because I actually put an icon on them. Yes, it's an actual service game. Okay, so you see this guy here? He's got that little person above his head. If someone's got that person above their head, they're using the in-game legit AFK farming. It's good to know, right? So you shouldn't be reporting people for like cheating if they're running around with that little icon over their head, because they're using like the in-game supplied things. Now you don't see it on yourself. So that's why it was important me showing you some other people doing it. And look, that was my map completion right there. Yeah, oh, let me go back. I'll show you again. So just above their name, like over their name, you see a little like, yeah, like a head and shoulders with a little sword on it. That head and shoulders with the sword on it, that means they're using the ink. Yeah, that. So those three people were using that right now. So they're legit AFK farming. And I think it's a good thing to show other players so that, because used to like you see someone AFK farming like that, you go report them for cheating or whatever. You don't really have to do that. Well, you can see that these people are not cheating according to the current rules of the game, right? It's a thing in the game, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm just going to go up here. Oh. I like to pick up things. Okay. Now this is not going to be as exciting area as you just saw. So I just stand here, I use this little thing here, and there's this, oh, you can't see it. Wait, I'm going to die if I just stand here while I fix you not being able to see my stuff. I'm just going to kill the stuff around for now, while I sort my screen so that you'll be able to see it.
Darkness awaits you.
Okay. You can now see all of my screen. Cool. So if I go to, I've got this little icon here. It's pretty small anyway. I click that and I come up with this. This is a blessing which gives me like buffs for stuff. But importantly over here, there's this enable auto battle. So if I click that, now I've just killed everything here. But I'll just start running around a small kind of radius around that little shiny thing. That's the center of my auto battle. You can see here I've got a timer in the middle. I've got counts down from an hour. And my character is just running around itself. I know it's hard for me to say, like I'm not pressing any buttons anymore. I can just tell you that. You can't actually see it. If I want the shrine, I have to press the shrine. So when nearby, I could go press E. So it did not take the shrine by itself. It won't take a shrine by itself. It won't open a chest by itself. It will run around, it's thinking about it, and then it will start attacking when it's like right next to monsters. You don't like it? That's fine. I was a bit stunned when it came in too, but I get why they did it, because that was me hitting the demon corpse. Because like the people who were breaking the rules were getting such an advantage. In terms of things like even like mats and stuff like that. Not that I personally need mats on this character. But yeah, they just always be like higher levels, have more mats, etc, etc, etc. And people who were actually playing the game full legit were often well behind. Yeah. So yeah, if you're not using this, and lots of people were using other software and stuff, third-party software, exactly. So lots of people were AFK farming with third-party software, everything. Like we're so used to cheating in Diablo games, right? Anyway, we're going to turn that off. That's what that looks like. You can do an hour at a time, and up to, I think it's 24 hours a week is the cap. This is me now controlling it again. You can tell that there's no auto battle thing left on the screen. This zone, particularly Sharvel Wilds, is one of the most popular zones for it because it's got high respawn rate of mobs. Well, I'd like to think so, but it didn't seem to really be happening. I was a bit stunned when this came out, but this is what Blizzard or NetEase or whomever have gone with. So
Your fear betrays you.
anyway, that's that. I'd show you a raid, but I've done enough raids lately. I don't want to do raids. Don't want to do raids. Okay, there's something else shining at me there. I had to collect my rare crests. But yeah, there's lots of, like, the stuff that I am more annoyed about than that stuff, because that could only ever get you so far ahead, right? Compared to, like, being here a long time, I had all my mats and stuff. But again, this is a pay-to-win game overall. There's a lot of account trading, etc., like people buying and selling accounts. That annoys me more, to be honest. So yeah, if you don't want to ever be annoyed by people buying and selling accounts, then probably don't play this game. But I try and just dig my head in the sand most of the time about all of that stuff and play what I want to play at the end of the day. Yeah, and just focus on me and my clan. My clan. I like my clan. This challenge rift, this is like, I say, like leaderboards, but also you get some mats for upgrade on your first clears. That's way too high for me. Is it though? How high? How much higher than my... Oh, they're all higher than me. I reckon I can do about 300 higher than mine. So it's to about 6,100 maybe. I will try this one. It's a bit more than that. See if I die. You did want the challenging content. If I die, well, find out. Ooh, it hurt me, bro. Okay, so they are gonna... I'm gonna take 200 and something % more damage. And I deal 69% less damage against these monsters. Hopefully I can complete the rift, though. I think I should be able to, despite that. But I do have to be careful not to get hit too much. Which I am not good at being careful about, apparently. So here, because they do so much damage to me, I've got to try and keep my distance more than I would in any other content. I didn't put my... I was meant to put my thing back up. There we go. Because that down there, the other thing, the in-game chat can be very toxic in this game. Unfortunately, people don't know how to be nice to each other. The bad things about this game, pay to win, people buying and selling accounts, and toxic chat. Generally things that I can try and dig my head in the sand about, right? Like, don't get involved in the toxic chat. Try and ignore the pay to win, etc., and play my own game. I'm ahead of the timer, but not really as much as I'd like to be so far. So assume that bar is visible on stream. It's well above the chat. Blue bar. A chemical shrine will really help me in here. It's going to freeze the mobs. It means they can't get to me. If they can't get to me, they're much less likely to be able to damage me. Like the rift goes to the right, but I do want these blues that are around here. So, be a bit risky here for a sec to try and get all those blues. And I haven't shown you towers. I could do a random run in towers. This was easier to get to the boss than it could otherwise be because I was getting extra blue globes from the elites, like more than I normally would because we have a tower which gives challenge rift orbs. That's what made me think of towers. Towers is, to be honest, one of my favorite parts of the game. It can take a lot of work, but it's somewhere where, despite not being full of whales, we've been, as a clan, very competitive in terms of the PvE part of towers anyway. So I have fun on that from like a, I guess, a competitive aspect. And we've managed to beat some of the very top clans on server in that respect, which is nice without the whales. Because there is strategy to that. Yeah. And I think that's what one of the other things I like about towers. I think we talked about Diablo 3 and the strategy involved. Well, the tower shard specifically has strategy involved in it. It does involve, to do well, I'm going to show a very basic solo run right here. I'm not going to show a team run. That would take me forever to set up, and I avoid showing that. I avoid showing proper runs, but there is strategy to proper runs. A lot of strategy. And I would not start a proper run like I just did. That's what I can tell you. In fact, I don't even have my towers build right now. I have 3 builds for towers. That's important, right? 3 builds for towers. I think 2 of them are effectively the same at this point. But anyway, 3 builds for towers is important, but that kind of gives you an indication of some of the strategy involved, that I have to have all these different builds. These shards count for nothing right now. We own this tower. But I do love towers. So we have fun with when we're doing curse sources, when we're doing bosses. Oh no, sorry, I'm nowhere near the content. There's a lot of content. I certainly, yeah, we haven't done raids or anything like that. I don't know, we haven't done lots of things. I'm sure as hell not doing bounties. Can't believe I've been streaming for 3 hours. How much of that was on D4? 10 minutes? I don't remember. I grab this tower. I think D4 has a lot more things now, but it's whether you want to do those things. Let's say I'm not showing you a proper run here, but like honestly, this part of the game is where there's, in my opinion, the most strategy. You're trying to maximize your shard pickup. And we do lots of things to do that, including like the timing of when you hit these curse sources really, really matters. The ways you run around the map. So this map is a static map. It does not change. So that map, I swear, is memorized in my head. So the way you run around the map, when you hit the towers, lots of things like that are really important. Getting a good towers run. This season on D4, I had the rogue initially, but the rogue was just to do the storyline in. And then I've made, like, in terms of playing anything substantially, it was only the Warlock. I just remember after my last Towers run, there was something else I said I had to check in here. But I needed to do it solo, but I needed to do it solo actually really looking carefully. You rush on your Spiritborn to get through war plans. I do know hordes. I can easily do 2 complete war plans in 10 minutes. I don't know if I left shards on the ground back there, but this is going to not be an example of a good run. It's just me showing you the tower. But I do love this place. And I know that sounds really strange, but when I actually have my 4-player team working together, caring about strategy, and like everyone has a role. Hey, that's the other thing about the place. It's not just strategy of like the stuff I explained, but there's actually, we have roles in the team, right? So that kind of goes back to those D3 Greater of Team runs where we all had roles, right? I have my Z Monk role, or you have your ZDH role, or your Z Barb role where you're pulling the mobs and stuff. In this place, we have roles. They're not the same as those roles, but there's effectively equivalents of Z DPSs, like roles that are actually doing no DPS. So yeah, we've got different roles, different jobs, depending on what you're assigned. So I think maybe that's why I love Towers so much, because not only is there strategy, but there's roles. And if everyone plays your role properly, you get the best outcome. Obviously, this is a solo tower. There is no roles. But yeah, in the real thing, there is. I know, right? It's full-on group play. Strategy, roles, group play. I cannot. I have zero way to imitate what we can do in a 4-player party here solo. Impossible. Legit impossible.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, so that's my run. I mean, 1,000 for
Back in the fight.
a quick solo run ain't bad, actually. So 1,000 shard pick up there.
Bit crazy.
Then you go dump it here. Get some rewards, but when you're trying to do this, you're trying to get the best top 10 for your clan that you can. I didn't show castle defense, which I do weekly. I didn't show raids, which I do, well, twice weekly on 2 characters. I'm definitely not showing remnants. We could do remnants, but it takes a long run to get the remnants you want. In my warbands, I figure our remnants are good enough. Doesn't mean you can't optimize that and keep doing it, but it's not something that I'm keen on doing. But yeah, so we got warbands, we got clans, and certainly I haven't shown anything about the clan wars. That's teamwork once again. Vaults. I spend a lot of time in Vault. Can't show that. Vault's closed right now. Yeah, I can't really show most of the shadow content I do because it is on a timed basis. So yeah, so only some content I can show dependent on the time. Anyway, it's 1:30 a.m. What the hell am I doing still up? Apparently I'm having fun on my video game. I need to go. I need to go. But I do enjoy a lot of the Immortal content, and I do, despite the pay to win and everything, I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with tower shards. I have a lot of fun strategizing wars as much as I can. Yeah. Yeah. That's a little bit Diablo Immortal, but like considering how I'm loving D4 right now, I might play some more Immortal over the coming streams. I still won't be able to show some of that cool shadow stuff because again, the time frames. But what is so if I think about it, Shadow Wars. Is there anything like Shadow Wars in Battlegrounds? Maybe there is. I don't remember. Anyway, we'll be able to show some similar things, but not the things that are timed. Like, no way I'm going to be streaming at Vault time. That's not going to happen. Yeah, anyway, thanks so much for hanging out. Very much appreciate it. Do have some platypus hugs. Some koala love. And some kookaburra laughs, even if it's trapped not knowing the difference between pascals and kilopascals. You know, still good. Still good. Good night, GG, until next time. Good night, Rasta. Good night, Irons. Good night, Bullifern. Good night, Yugug, if you're still around. Thanks so much for hanging out. GG.